Well, hi, it's Cindy with Cindy Lifestyle and More. Welcome back to my channel. New to my channel, my name is Cindy. I'm 64 and I live here in Central Coast, California, and I welcome you. Today, I'm going to share how I give myself more of a flawless finish look, how I try to keep my pores don't look as enlarged, and how I make them look a little bit more smoother, my skin texture more softer, just makes my makeup more even, smoother, things stay on longer throughout the day. So I'm going to show you some tips today and how I like to give myself a flawless look. And that's going to be next. Have fun. What I like to do to give myself a poreless look, especially during spring and summer. And I mentioned before that my skin gets the T-zone combination. This may stay normal to dry, and this will get the little bit of oils, my pores get a little large, and then that makeup begins to seep through. I don't want that. I like my texture. I have a lot of texture in my skin. I want it to look smoother, not so, not so bumpy. So I try to use something that helps control that to make it softer, pores look smaller. My makeup looks so much better. I want to find something, and I want to use something that is for that. And every time I find something, it gets discontinued. So I found this one. I got this on a sample, and I looked in through my drawers, and it says it's MAC Prep+Prime, and it says a natural radiance base Lumiere. Well, I pulled up because I want to know more information about this, and it's called Radiant.Yellow. Okay, what it says here, MAC Prep+Prime is a natural radiance specially formulated for oily and combination skin. Perfect for me. Delivers weightless hydration for a radiant, healthy look. Now available in 2 shades. Now I know why it says yellow. Okay, Radiant.Yellow is especially effective on darker skin tone. This is fine. I'm good with it. And new Radiant Pink is suited for fairer skin tones. So now I know why it had yellow on it. The silky gel emulsion acts as a primer, improving the appearance of foundation or powder while hydrating and retexturizing the skin for a smooth, flawless finish. That's kind of cool. So I don't have to use a dewy look unless I really want a really dewy look, and then have like a matte primer, because combination skin, normal to oily. Of course, if you're really, really dry, then you're going to probably want to use something more of a dewy primer on the side, more hydration. But that's not what I'm looking for right now. I'm looking for a poreless look. So I'm going to put this on really in here. And I started to notice my pores is really showing right now. And I'm just going to put it on out because I'm not dry right now. I'm pretty moist. I'll put a little bit more, and I'm reading it here. It also says, while hydrating, retexturizing the skin for a smooth, flawless finish, tangerine peel extract and vitamin E and C protect with antioxidants, and caffeine calms and help reduce the redness. And I get a lot of redness in those areas. I do. So that's good to know. And it also says a silky emulsion rich in natural ingredients, hydrates and primes to improve foundation or powder foundation application, like I mentioned, control oil and promote smooth texture. Vitamin E and C protect with antioxidants, while caffeine calms the skin. Illuminating pearl powders reflect optic brightening, especially effective on a fairer skin tones. The formula disappears upon application, resulting in a beautiful glow. That's it. That's perfect. So that's going to go on first. So they have 2 shades. They got the pink for the fairer skin, and they got the yellow for the darker skin. And I have the yellow, and I'm fine with it. Okay, that's fine. It works. I want to try it and see how it works. That's what I'm doing this for. And I'll put a little bit on my neck. And I notice I get a lot of texture right in through here, my chin, because I used to break out here, here, and here. And that's why I want a more smoother finish. So that's the first thing I do. So use a primer of your choice for a no pore look. It gives you more of a flawless finish. That's what we're looking for. Something that your makeup will stay on longer. Powders will look smoother. Nothing is seeping into the pores. And the only reason why I'm talking about this, because I was talking with a friend, and we were talking about pores, and I thought, that's something I need to talk about, especially spring and summer, and that's why we're doing this. After I apply my foundation, then I take my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish. This is medium 2. And I really love this. I really feel it gives a nice flawless finish. It just smooths everything out. It just makes it look so much nicer. But I use this right after I'm done with my foundation. So I take a big powder brush like that, and I just go over, and normally they say just to set it up on your cheek area. I use it all over because I have more textured skin. So I do this, really get in there and just smooth it right out. And I just feel like my makeup lasts longer, smoother, less pores. The pores look less noticeable. It's not that the pores go away. Nothing ever goes away. But if I can make them look like they're not as noticeable, that's great for me. And then my makeup won't separate from the middle on out. I'll still have makeup, on my face. And it lasts longer throughout the day. So the next thing I'm going to use is the Laura Mercier powder. I love this powder. It makes my pores look flawless. My makeup looks more smoother, more finished. I feel like all the makeup comes together. And it's the last step that I use before my setting powder. My setting spray. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of this. Now, I've always used a loose powder, but since I can get these by themselves, I was told at Ulta, then I use this now. I used to use just a brush. I notice a difference when I use the powder puff. So I'm going to take this, and you can use a powder of your choice, whatever you desire. But I like this because it really, really works. And then I blend my little areas where I have my little setting powder. Like that's this here with a setting spray for my glasses. I like to use that so I don't show the glass marks, and my makeup lasts longer. See, they last longer through here. The makeup doesn't fade away. It doesn't go. You don't see no marks on my face later in the day. I still have some makeup. That's why I like doing this. So I set it all. And I feel like it blends everything together. And I've always used powder. And then I also do my neck. So let's see. So let's blend all that. And then I'll be using my setting spray. So thank you for being here today. I want to say thank you to all my new friends. And I want to say thank you to all my original friends that has been coming back and supporting me. I do appreciate all of you. As you know, you can always find a primer of your choice. You can find a pressed powder of your choice. You can find a loose powder of your choice to give a smoother look, make your pores look less noticeable, give a more poreless look, poreless makeup look, makes your skin look smoother, softer, and flawless. And I just wanted to share some tips that I like to do for myself. So if you like this video, subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, share, and comment. And I will see you, and I love you all, on my next video. Bye.